My name is Michelle Orfanos. Before I share my experience, I'd like to apologize. I'm sorry to all the vaccine injured and mandate injured. I've been a nurse for over 20 years, and the cognitive dissonance that is happening throughout this is astounding and enraging to me. I completely identify with the anger. There has been an abject failure of the medical establishment and the public health agencies to do what's right. These three-letter agencies that I used to hold in high esteem and high regard have lost all credibility and confidence, and rightfully so. I've been told not to hope for accountability. It's the hope that kills you. Don't expect accountability. But after hearing your stories today, it's clear to me that's exactly what we need. We need to hold them accountable. So I thank you for sharing those stories. I thank you for having the bravery to come and speak out and tell your truth. Because if there's ever a time in my lifetime that the truth is needed, it's today. I was a nurse at Mass General Brigham for 12 years. During the 8 years that it was required, I applied and received a religious exemption to the flu shot. I worked through the entire pandemic. Not only did I keep the 2 jobs I had, I went to work at the Boston COVID Field Hospital. And it's still astounding and surreal to me that the health care workers that were critical and essential one day were disposable the next. In December 2021, my religious exemption to the COVID vaccine was denied and I was fired. I obtained my master's degree previously so I could teach nurses, so I could tell the next generation of nurses to advocate for their patients. So I was very happy, and I loved it, that a local college hired me at a local hospital to instruct the students. And this is still happening. 3 weeks in February, I was asked about my COVID status. I was then terminated from that job. We need to speak out, and that's why it's important that everybody come here. I was just thinking about, what is this going to look like in a year or 2 from now? How big is this room going to be? How many children are going to be involved? So I'd like to stop, and the anger is not helping because I come here twice a week sometimes, and I'm with Julie, and I sit across from these representatives and senators, and I talk about John's story, and I talk about the next speaker's story because it's important. And I look at them and I say, he was fired over a vaccine that doesn't stop infection nor transmission. He lost his pension. Blank stares. So I would like to end on a positive note because what you're doing inspires other people. Speaking out is helpful. And I really thank you for that, and I'm very grateful. And it was my pleasure to introduce one of the new friends that I've had. If any highlights from this pandemic is that I've met some amazing people and had some great friends.